going for a second bite. I'm going to make some mint fritters. These will be a delicious and very healthy after-school snack just for you, my friend. So here's what you'll need to make them.
What you'll need: 1.5 cups of self-raising flour, 1 cup of trim milk, 1 large egg, or I'm going with 2 smaller eggs, half a cup of peas, 1 handful of baby spinach chopped up, 3 tablespoons of chopped mint, and some salt and pepper to taste.
All right, so step 1 is to simply sieve your 1.5 cups of flour into your bowl like this. The reason I'm sifting it is so that it gets all the lumps out of the flour. And then once that's in, you can take a bit of salt, sprinkle some of that on for good measure. And now I'm going to make a well in the middle. Okay, so the reason I'm making this well here is so my wet ingredients can go in there later and I can mix it all up. All right, moving on to step number 2, it's time to deal with the wet ingredients, like eggs. All right, so I'm using 2 smaller eggs. If you've got 1 large egg, you can just use 1. And crack them in the bowl like that. All right, and then I'm gonna add in my milk, or miraka in te reo Māori, and then simply whisk them together with a fork. All right, there we go. Okay, moving on to step number 3. Okay, bring in the well, and we're gonna fill her up with the liquid like so. And then mix it all up. Now I'll crack in some pepper, give it a bit of kick, and I'll add in my greens. So in with the peas. There we go, yummy. I've got my spinach, and of course, the mint. That smells real nice. And mix it all together.
Step 4.
All right, so I've got my pan here, got a little bit of oil in there, and I've cranked it up to about halfway. Here, batter, batter, batter. Now I'm just using a spoon to scoop in my mixture like that. Give it a little press if you think it needs it. Listen to that sizzle. And with the next one. And I'm just gonna cook these for about 2 to 3 minutes before I flip them over. And I find it really easy to do this if you use a nice big spoon like this one here. Now, if you study these, you can see there's some bubbles coming through. Once there's plenty of those, it's just like pancakes. It means they're ready to flip.
Step 5.
And now it's time for some stunts in the pan. I'm gonna flip over the big whopper. Oh, that's perfectly cooked. Now it's time to do some dabbing. Okay, so I've got my paper towel down here, and I'm using this to get all the oils out. So as you can see on the bottom, okay, see that little wet spot? That's the oil coming out. I can fold this bit on the top, give it a nice little press like so. And then, once you've soaked that up, it's time to do some eating. All right, let's munch it back. Here's my date. Now let's do this like they do on the cooking shows, like Sticky Donor. Okay, I want you to rate this in 3 different categories. First of all, presentation. Second of all, health. And thirdly, on flavour.
That I can do, Walter. That I can do.
First of all, appearance out of 10.
I'll give it a 10.
Oh, that's good.
But how will the flavour be?
That's what I want to know.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell.
What's it gonna be? She's going for a second bite.
Never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert
Okay,
you, never gonna make you
I'm gonna rate this for flavour a 10 out of 10.
Yes!
But health? Kind of tastes like mint in there.
That would be the mint. Very healthy.
A mint meal.
Yes.
10 out of 10 for health.
Ah!
Now all you need to do is subscribe by clicking here.